Hey there, good people. How are you tonight? Or today, excuse me. Here we are. Get some better light here. Put the camera here. Oh, is that? Oops. Yeah. Oh, this light is heavy. Oh, boy. Goodness. Oh. Struggling along, carrying a heavy light. Well, that's good. It's heavy. Yeah. Should see what they sell at the stores these days. All those weak light stuff. Yeah. So much inferior furniture these days, inferior stuff, unless you want to pay a fortune for it. And as far as money is concerned, and money minus, unless I find some miracle to get money, I'm going to have to find some way, that's for sure. Oh, boy, that milk is good. Zoom. That milk is just so good. Yeah. Very good milk. Yeah. Yeah. Very good milk. Yeah. So, yeah, like I say, there's no one in the room, so I'm just talking to myself and answering myself as usual. I'm, yeah, yeah. I put stuff in social media, no one says anything. Yeah, there's some auto show in downtown New Ulm. I think I'll probably walk there and do some filming. I'm thinking about it. That'd be an idea. That'll be an idea to do. Do something anyway. Yeah, do something. Do something in my interestingly boring life. Yeah, something in my whatever life I have, which I wish I had a life. I don't have a life. Not anymore. Yeah, yeah, I tell you. Yeah, it's just tough when you live in a place like I do where people just aren't really interested in, most people aren't interested in the video world. Most aren't really interested. Not really. Not really interested in the video world. Nope, not interested at all. Really not interested. Oh, yeah. 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 It's been one of those years for me. Here I tried to save my money and then I had to spend it. I had to spend it on special food. Yeah. What a dull and boring year I have. Dull and boring. Very dull and very boring. Oh, oh. Yeah, I just don't know what to do sometimes. Wish I knew what to do, but I don't. I really don't know what to do. Really don't know what to do. Just sit and do nothing. I'll just check around and see what's going on in the other world. To see what's going on. See what's going on. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything. Doesn't look like anything going on. Nope. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's getting slow. Still nobody in the chat room. That's fine. Huh. Oh. I don't care. Oh, I don't care. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what's my favorite Ringo Starr song? Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'd have to look it up on the. I'd have to look that up. Huh. Yeah, let's see. Love Ain't Easy. I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, yeah, the stupid lawn service in my apartment still hasn't come yet. Oh, Never Without You. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, that's also a good song. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the time George Harrison died of died of brain cancer. Yeah, that was shocking. Dying of brain cancer. He died younger than me. Yeah, imagine that. He died younger than me. That's on Strawberry Fields. Uh, the song, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I just like certain other ones better than Strawberry Fields Forever song. Yeah, those are some their songs I like better. But that's up to the people though. They're way bigger than I'll ever be. Yeah, yeah. Still, so you ever seen the Beatles official YouTube channel? Yeah, that's an outstanding song. Yes. Have you seen the Beatles official YouTube channel? Did you ever subscribe to it? Are you subscribed to that? Because I am. It's the Beatles official YouTube channel. Yeah, the check mark with millions of subs. Yeah, they some. Yeah, yeah, it does. Sometimes they'll play it like live, and then they'll play those flashback songs and stuff for a while. It's just really neat. They got like over 200 chatters. I mean, that's impressive for songs that go way back, practically even over 50 years ago. If you figure, wait, 66, no, 60 years ago. Yes, 66 to 2026, 60 years ago. And people still like to hear the song Yellow Submarine and stuff like that. Yeah, very impressive. Yeah. Well, back then, you see, that was very controversial because that was, a lot of people were mad about that. But nowadays, people say all kinds of crazy stuff about religion. I mean, the celebrities do now, and Nobody really cares anymore. That's the difference between now and way back when John Lennon said they were more popular than Jesus Christ. You know, me, I just, he said it, he said it, You know, people sometimes say what they want to say, and that's the way it goes. But back then, that was seriously bad because for the Beatles in a way, because at the time, oh, there's people they were taking their records and going through they were taking a steamroller and rolling the records, breaking them. Yeah, yeah, breaking them with a big steamroller and flatten them. Yeah, yeah, and those records nowadays they're valuable, especially unopened, especially the ones that are never opened at all. Yeah, you can't even hardly find them anymore unless they're in a like one of those picture frame types or plastic, some hardcore plastic or something like that. Just like I used to have on my baseball cards until my relative took care of them and then they got ripped off. So I don't have them anymore. Don't have those to sell anyway because I want to sell them. No, I can't because they're not there anymore. Somebody else took it and sold it. And relatives don't care. What can I do? It's the way it goes. I mean, what can I do? Yeah, okay, back to the Beatles. I just don't get good breaks. I think it's the ambulance outside of here. Yeah, June 1966. I don't really watch the Twins anymore. I've lost interest in baseball basically since the 1994 strike. I do see stuff every now and then in Baseball Reference, but um, see, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, keep me free as a bird. Yeah, that song. Anyway, um, the favorite Twins ball player of all time, you ask. Okay, I'd have to say the two I've seen, I like Rod Carew and Burt Blyleven. Yeah, yeah, at the time when they played for the Twins, you know. But lately, though, trouble at baseball is the teams like the Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Yankees. Of course, the Mets are always screwing up, even though they spend a lot of money. But all these top teams always get the five-star players. Well, teams like ours, we get either great fielders and no hit, or great hitter and can't field. You know. Oh, John Lennon's solo song. Oh, let's see. Cold Turkey, I'd say. Yeah, yeah, Cold Turkey. Yeah, Cold Turkey. Yeah, yeah. If Lennon wouldn't have been politically controversial back then, I think more people would have liked him than Paul McCartney. You see, but see, he was strong into politics, and Paul McCartney said nothing about anything until he got really big. So then he was part of PETA. You know, uh, the PETA organization, right? Paul McCartney is very strong into PETA. And PETA is very controversial. I mean, whatever you like PETA or not, that's up to you. You know, I mean, no one supports PETA, but like Wadena or anything like that, people in Wadena, they go crazy on you. You ever seen that Wadena protest? Yeah, they're crazy up there. I was almost going to film that protest, but somebody else did and did a good enough job. And that guy knew all those people there, and I didn't. So I decided to pass on that, and I don't regret it. Yeah, that was a crazy protest in Wadena that day. Yeah, crazy, crazy. That's a crazy town, Wadena. Yeah, but I won't go back there again. I have no reason to go back up there. No. Why should I? Why should I? I had one friend in the whole town, Michael the Marn Dog, and Michael went on. So, yeah, I remember he got shot. I was running on the school bus. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I was riding the school bus and got shot by the goofy Chapman guy. And yeah, they're never going to let him out of prison. Oh, no. Yoko Ono will make sure he stays there in Solar or family, because Chapman, he's always going to be goofy. Yeah, he got goofed up after reading a book called The Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, some people get some. I guess he got mad because Lennon, was rich and made a lot of money, and he felt that Lennon got too rich while having his opinion on things. I mean, stupid, brainless thinking by Chapman. See, stupid, brainless thinking. If Lennon's rich, who cares? Who cares? And yeah, Lennon even shook his hand earlier. And that's the weirdest part. Yeah, yeah, that Chapman. Yeah, yeah, he'll never get out. Why did the Beatles break up? I don't know why. I personally don't know why. There's some reports said Yoko Ono did it. Some say they didn't. Yoko says she didn't. Beatles said she didn't, or I don't know, or I have no idea why. They just did, and they had successful solo careers, all of them. But then three of them did come back, and I felt at the time, that maybe that could be, yeah, that could be a possibility. Yes. Plus, Paul McCartney wanted the Beatles manager to be like Linda's relative, Eastman. And John Lennon didn't like Eastman neither. He didn't want John Eastman as a manager. You know, he didn't want him. And two, that's another reason. And then George Harrison, he was mad because he was barely singing any songs on the lead. Harrison, he was upset about it. There's a lot of friction. But when they all became solo, they were all successful. Hey, cool. Yeah. Um, I don't know. That that could or could not be. I don't know. But Lennon, see, when the Beatles were all together, Lennon and McCartney were like more famous than Harrison at the time. Because they were like more outspoken. And when they broke up and became individuals, they got a lot of hits. All four of them did. And you'll never see that again in any band. Never. It's never going to happen again. You know. Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Like I said, there was a lot of friction and stuff. And hey, they all succeeded on their own. That's great. And I know the three of them got together with Lennon being gone. Would Lennon join the Beatles again or not if he was alive, for example? You know? Yeah, good afternoon, Ron Slater. All right. Okay, I'll rank the four in order. I'll say McCartney, Lennon, Harrison, and Starr. There you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, hello, everybody else. Yeah, everybody else on the beautiful planet Earth. Yeah, yeah, everybody else on beautiful planet Earth. There's three people in the chat right now. Yeah, yeah, back for more. And yeah, right now I gotta kind of be sober because the lawn service didn't mow my lawn, and I gotta park my car across the street. So I don't feel like getting whooshed on my car and have leaves or grass in my car. So I have to go to the car wash with the little money I have. So yeah, forget that. Yeah, forget it. I don't want any of that. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Yeah, no way. Yeah. What? John had a worse solo career than Ringo Starr? Oh no, no, his was bigger than Ringo's. John Lennon's was bigger. I know it was. I know it was. I can look that up on. let's see, what's that called? In Tunecaster. I can look that up on Tunecaster. Yeah, I can look that up. Hey, Fen, how you doing? What's a good car in your opinion? Well, it's lots of there's a lot of good cars out there and a lot of bad ones. I don't know. What do you mean, modern or old time cars? How long do you want me to go? It all depends on the years. But the modern vehicles engines are a lot faster than they used to be because the technology is better. Fuel injection. Well, I suppose he could have at first, yeah, if one studies it very seriously. But I did look here and there at times. But there are times I forget stuff too, because I'm an older man. I'm an older man, and this year my money's been just going away, and I've been not getting along with my relatives at all. My relatives and me were arguing with each other. Fine. They don't want to talk to me. I don't care. My relatives, they can care less if I fall down the stairs. Oh, well, fine. Who cares? They don't care. Who cares? Right? Who cares? It's the way it is. Yes, thank you, Finn, because I've been eating more. I'm out and I only weigh 170 pounds, and you notice you don't see as much veins on my head as you used to. Yeah, yeah, because I've been eating mush food now instead of just liquids. But today I forgot to make my crock pot dinner because I I had to wash my dishes and I forgot to take my walk. I talked to a friend of mine up the street, good friend of mine from Oklahoma named John. Yeah, he's something. Real nice guy. Yeah, he tells me all about how crazy Oklahoma is. Yeah, he tells me about Oklahoma. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and wrestling ability. That'd be a good matchup, actually. In a real fight, that'd be a good matchup. But as younger men, it'd be a good matchup. But being older, say at the same time, Benoit would destroy him, of course, because as a person gets older, their muscles. See, as we get older, our muscles get weaker. Our arms get kind of more saggy. We don't run as fast as we used to. I mean, think of those professional athletes. Oh yeah, think of this one time at UFC. You know, you're eating a Kit Kat. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, think of this one time in the UFC. Yeah, he did. Yes, Bockwinkel aged great though, but it'd be a good matchup between Bockwinkel and Benoit if they were both in their prime. Yes, that'd be an outstanding matchup. You know, I mean, they'd have to fight in different styles. I mean, in a real fight, the person isn't going to go on the top rope and give my headbutt. Of course not. That's showmanship. But no, Benoit was a tough man. Yeah, just unfortunate what he did to his wife and child. That's just terrible. No reason for that at all. But I mean, yeah, they said, well, you know how that goes. But yeah, well, but I'll say the great wrestlers I think are really tough, in my opinion. Okay, is Haku or Ming or that one guy, Konga the Barbarian or the Barbarian, the Warlord. I'll say that guy's tough too. Let's see, who else is tough? Um, I got to think. Hulk Hogan, he's actually tough. Yeah, when he was alive, Hulk Hogan was actually tough. Because one time in a TNA thing, he challenged Macho Man Randy Savage to a fight. Randy Savage just quit TNA, went out the door. I don't blame him. Hogan's a strong man. Oh, he's a strong man. He can fight. Hogan can actually fight in real life. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You too, Jackie. Thank you very much, Jackie April Senior. Thank you. Do you have a favorite actor? Fences, do you have a favorite actor? I have a lot of favorite actors. Yeah, I liked Claude Atkins. Let's see, I liked him. I liked just so many. Um, yeah, see, at the time, I didn't like BJ and the Bear, but I like Sheriff Lobo and Deputy Perkins. I like that. I like them better. I like that actor played Deputy Perkins. I'd have to look him up. I like Johnny Carson. He was a great comedian. Yeah, Johnny Carson was one. Don Rickles was another one. Um, yeah, Lucille Ball. She was a great actress and comedian. Carol Burnett was a great variety star. Because I patterned my show, after Carol Burnett. Actually, we have a lot of similarities. Only Carol's way more talented than I ever was. Yeah, Carol's very talented. I was on CBS for 11 years. Then when she quit, and then when she came back, wasn't successful anymore because variety shows went out of style. Yeah, they went out of style. So Carol, you know, anyway, yeah, yeah. Today, yeah, 3 o'clock in downtown New Ulm, they're going to have a bunch of old vehicles going around downtown. I might film over there. That'd be something different to do. I might be something different. Oh, hey there, big antique shovel. How you doing? All right. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you very much. It's kind of you good folks. Yeah, you good folks stop in even though I'm broke and I'm still working on Elysian, Minnesota. Still working on that. I already did the editing, but now I got to put it together and put it in words. And it's been almost a week. I'm so behind in doing my videos. I just been lazy because I've been depressed. Money's been going down the toilet. Been eating mush food. I miss eating solid food, and you know, I'm not leaving Minnesota. Who said I'm leaving Minnesota? Who said that? You said it. I didn't. You're the one that said it. They're a big antique shovel. You said it. Okay. No, but what I'm saying is I don't have much money. I went to the town. Okay. Yeah, you did. Okay. I went to the town of Elysian, Minnesota. That's like north of Mankato. That's where the stuff is in my storage locker. I did a video of that town, but I'm working on it. It's the work's in progress. I got to put it together and put it on YouTube, but I haven't yet because I've been kind of been depressed because I've been eating mush food and liquids, and those liquids cost me a lot of money, you know. And eating mush food, I had to spend $62 on a puree machine. This plastic thing, it still works great though. Still works great, but it's totally plastic. Eventually, it's going to break down in a couple of years, maybe in a year. But as long as it works until I get my throat stretched, I don't care. I'm just glad that I'm just glad I have that machine to keep me going. I'm just glad it just keeps me going. Yeah, those exercises paid off because if it wasn't for my exercising, I'd probably be dead. 99% blocked here, 99% blocked there at the same time. Imagine you can't take a shit and you can't swallow at the same time. I went through that this year in March. Went through that for 2 weeks, then they cleared that out. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Or did they? Yeah. Wait a minute. First, yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, it's been a rough year for me going through all that. It's no fun. I don't want you to go through that because you lose a lot of weight, drive you nuts. Yeah. Putting videos up of me in the hospital, that's kind of boring. Yeah, that's kind of boring. Yeah, it's very, very, very boring. Yeah. Very, very boring. Well, nowadays, you see, people don't really help each other out in a way unless you pay them. And then some people, they want a lot of money, you know. But I got a medical transport service. It's called, okay, I got, let's see. It's Amelia Care Transport. Yeah. Yeah, I hired them to take me to the hospital. and back, so it'll cost me $120. But see, they'll take other people too, you know. I'm sure I'll probably go to the hospital with probably two, three other people, of course, because you know they got to pay their drivers, they got to pay the van, keep the van's repair parts good, make sure they clean the seats. If somebody throws up or takes a pee or poop in the seats, you know, because some people I may have accidents in it. You know, it's expensive. Yeah, we had three of them. One of them discontinued, and the medical van told me they said you're lucky we're squeezing you in. Yeah, they said what time do we have to pick you up? They said 3 hours. I said you can pick me up anytime as long as I go home. Oh, okay. You know, yes, I'm on Wire Club Wordy, Ben. Yes, I am. Why you see me on there? I'm Randy the Wild Horse. Yeah, you can be my friend over there. Why not? You can be my friend over there. Yeah, I'm Randy the Wild Horse on Wire Club Wordy. I'm well hated in the chat. Well hated. I'm well hated by a lot of people because I put some of those whiners on there that, oh, you joined once, you didn't like it, huh? It's all right. If you don't like it, I understand. A lot of drama in the wordy. We're in the wordy room. I know. I know. I ignore it. I just say game, please. You know, I just say game, please. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get that, but I ignore him. I just ignore him. Yeah, just ignore him. I just play games. Just ignore them. You're not worth talking to. Yeah, about 20 people there blocked me. See, and they were complaining about me. I gained 15, 20 subscribers, Finn. Do I have any mobile games? I don't really play things on my phone, no. I like to play things on my desktop, but right now I just don't really have any money to do anything because I've been spending a lot of money on my own health, and it's draining my money dry. I'm down to fumes right now. I'm down on nickels and dimes and a prayer. Yeah, I mean I've had to stay home a lot. I've had to cry. Relatives, they just say, "Oh well." So that's what relatives say. Shrug their shoulders, say, "Oh well." So what can I do, right? Nothing. Nothing but hope I win in the lottery tickets or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't care. You just gotta. Yeah, I know, but that's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. I just try to go on my day to try to be as happy as I can. It's best. It's best. And when you go to some of those low income places, they complain, I complain, you know. Yeah, that's why we get along. We all complain. Yeah, just a bunch of complainers in the low income apartments. Yeah, yeah, just complain, complain, complain. Yeah, but yeah, when I walk around, sometimes I find money on the street. Yeah, during the weekends. Today I found 30 cents. You know, if I can average like 20 cents a day finding money, say it'd be about $1. I can find about $60 in the whole year, maybe 100. I don't know. Yeah, a couple of times I found $20 on the street, but you don't find that very often. Yeah, yeah, that's what I do. I just walk. Yeah, if I can make a deal with somebody, I go 50-50 on cans, but I don't think somebody wants to. No. Yeah, yeah, that's what I do. You know, you find money and stuff, but I know wait, I have nowhere to. Yeah, you just look in the street. You know, you just like look in the gutters and stuff. Like you look in the downtown areas. But in the real big cities, the metropolitan cities, though, if you go in the alleys, you better bring some friends with you because if you go alone, you can get mugged and robbed and stuff. See downtown Minneapolis, for example. I wouldn't go in the back alleys in downtown because they'll jump you. They'll jump you and take your money downtown. Because I talked to a guy years ago when I worked in a junkyard for industrial help because they were closing down the junkyards in Washington. That guy told me he was an ex-mechanic. Yeah, he lost his business. as you know, his lost his business in the garage. I wasn't sure why. Him and his wife ended up in a sleeping room, and yeah, he says I can't find a job as a mechanic. Yeah, and he told me, yeah, if it has identification, give it to the law enforcement. Good idea. Yeah, return phones too. Yes, but if there's identification in the wallet, yes, return it to law enforcement. There's no identification, you know, if you don't know, keep the money. But if there's identification, yes, return it. Yeah, if there is identification. If there's keys, I always return those too. Yeah, one time in my apartment, I accidentally left my keys right by outside the door. I'm glad nobody stole my car. I'll show you what the keys look like. Let's see. Okay, it's something like this key, but see the I don't have the I don't have this on there because it broke when I unlocked the door in my apartment. But if I go to Ford and have them replaced or repaired, they'll charge $200-300 for it. So I just have to keep it separate. Yeah, Ford, when it comes to fixing stuff like that, they're very expensive. Yeah, Ford is not cheap, but they do an outstanding job. Yeah, they always do an outstanding job with your vehicle. They take good care of you. But you got to pay a lot of money too. Got to pay a lot of money. Yeah, in my YouTube shorts, the one time with Chuck Space Ford, when I filmed my car by a sheriff's car, I got over 3,000 views. I was surprised. Yeah, they parked my car by by the Brown County Sheriff's SUV. That was pretty cool. It was far away too. They park it far away, enough room so you can get in. That's what's cool about Chuck Space Ford, you know, because they don't want to see people's vehicles damaged, you know. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, be careful about that. Don't, yeah, never leave your check in a store. Huh. Yeah, because criminals, they can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's what criminals do. Yeah, just like my friend Brian, he's heard people like in the big house and stuff like that. Yeah, they had these people called dumpster divers. That was like years ago. They like dive in the dumpsters for credit card receipts. Yeah, he said some of them told him they made up to $50,000 a year. They always party with that money, and then when they get out, they always promise they're gonna repay restitution. Oh, they always promise they're gonna do restitution. They never do. They'll do it again. They say when they go to prison, they call it a vacation. That's what Brian told me. He knew some people that went to prison that knew people like that. You know, that's what Brian said. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, a person's got to be careful not to leave their stuff behind. You know, person's got to be very careful. Yeah, you never know. Yes, I've used to pick up hitchhikers. I don't anymore. Oh no. Now with people carrying firearms around. Yeah. Hey, all right, Mr. Quadrillion, you're at Kings Island. All right. Yeah, I picked up hitchhikers. I used to. I don't anymore. Oh yeah, they want to steal a car like mine. You know, they want to steal a car like mine because my car goes pretty fast. You know. No, not as fast as the law enforcement vehicles and not as tough, but it'll go fast enough. As long as you don't drive in the wintertime and slide around a rear wheel drive, then that person will go right in the ditch. Yeah, with the rear wheel drive, it'll go right in the damn ditch. That's for sure, you know. Let's see. I'll be right back. I gotta get a smoothie. Yeah, here's my banana and strawberry smoothie that I made myself. It's kind of hard right now, so I'm gonna have to soften it up. Yeah, that's my smoothie. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry right now, so yeah, I changed my mind. I'll be right back again. I'm gonna eat some ice cream. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. This is gonna. I'm gonna eat this Blue Bloody soft mint chocolate chip. I'm gonna eat some gyro. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't eat that right now until I get that throat stretched on the 27th. Yeah, that's my blue bunny. mm. Mm. Easy for me to eat. Yeah, it is. It's delicious. Yeah, they only charge like $3.89 for this at Walmart. Go to other stores, they charge over $5. Yeah, yeah. Walmart sells some things really cheap. Yeah, that's 369. Yeah, it's at Walmart. Yeah, that's. I'll go look at it, see where it's made in. It's made by Wells Foods. Um, okay, let's see. I gotta look that up. Let's see. Oh, it's made in Lamar's, Iowa. Yeah, yeah, it's made in Lamar's, Iowa. Yeah, it's made in Iowa. Yeah, it is delicious. Yeah, there's some other brands they charge a little more, which are delicious too. Yeah, one comes in a paper carton instead of plastic. Plastic's actually cheaper, you know. In some states, I think they're trying to ban plastic stuff like this, you know. Because some, especially in the Pacific area, because they've been throwing stuff like this in the oceans. Well, where I live in Minnesota, they just put it in the landfill and fill it up with dirt. Mm, mm, mm. I can't eat it all at once. No, I try to eat some of it. Sometimes I eat half, but I shouldn't, but I can't help it. I'm just very hungry, and this is one of the few foods, besides my mush, that is filling. Yeah, this is like filling. Mm, mm, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't even eat half of it, but once I start feeling better, I'm not going to eat as much ice cream. I'll just put it in a bowl or something instead of eating a bunch of it out of the plastic pail. I'm just so hungry right now. This morning, all I had was 3 eggs and mm, 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 mm. Not just 3 eggs and water. I had a glass of milk. That's right. Mm, mm. Yeah, yeah. I use big spoons. I got a big mouth. I got a big mouth, so I use a big spoon. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. I think you have talked for 45 minutes. Okay. Let's see how long I'll be on. I don't know. At 3 o'clock today, I don't know. I might think of filming that car show in downtown New Ulm. There's a bunch of classic cars over there. Oh, they get cool classic cars down here. I mean, very impressive. Very impressive. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Huh. Feels good. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Huh. Yeah. Right. Huh, that's a start. Because I remember when I first started on YouTube, see, getting 155 subscribers. God, I think it took me, I think almost 3 years. Maybe, I don't know. It took a long time. I remember at one point, let's see, almost 2 years, I only had like 11 subscribers when I went to New Orleans visiting Brian, you know. Yeah, I had 11 subscribers, and my subscribers went way up. Oh, cool, 28,000 views. That's more than I ever got. I think the most I ever got was the time I drove from Moorhead to Fargo. That one got, I think, 14,000 views. Yeah, something like that. I think 12, 13,000. I could check. I'll check mine real quick. See what I got. Come on. Okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 10,537. Yeah, 10,537. Yep, that's my most. 10,537. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yep, that's my masterpiece video. Yeah, that's my masterpiece. Hmm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, me, I don't get paid on this channel. Not enough watch hours. I'm only a third. I don't care. I don't care. Hmm. That's Mike. He should know better. I'm not going to answer the phone because the last time I answered it on the YouTube show, it had nobody. So sorry, Mike. All he has to do is click on his computer. No, I don't. I've never been to Australia, but yes, I've talked to people in Australia. A lot of people on Wire Club Wordy, they're from Australia. Some real nice people too. She'll be real nice. Mm. 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 I think I might probably put this away after I spoon this up because I don't eat too much ice cream. Mm. No, I don't have a bicycle right now because I can't keep it in the apartment. Now the bike's downstairs, unlike the ground floor, it's all full of bikes, so I have no room. I'd have to move out to have a bike, and right now I can't afford to move out. I can't afford to put gas in my car. I'll be right back. I got to get something else. Sometimes I drink vegetable broth. I just drink it. To you? Yeah, doctor says it isn't much nutrition, but it's better than nothing. I like Pacific kind of better, but it's way more expensive than Swanson, so I just buy Swanson. But once I get the throat, that's it. Oh, tomato juice, obviously, but I can't have tomatoes. I can't have tomatoes. Doctor says I can't have it. Until I'm told I can, I can't. I can't have citrus. Can't have citrus until the doctor says I can. Yeah, I do, but I'm just not supposed to have it because of too much acid and stuff like that. That's what the doctor told me. Yeah, yeah, I do like them as long as it's mixed up in food, but this is just vegetable broth. It's full of vegetables. I didn't read it. No tomatoes. Just no tomatoes. Let's see. Let's see what ingredients it has in it. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Juices of carrot, celery, salt, cane sugar, yeast extract, mint pox, carrot, celery, onion. Okay. Cabbage, onion stock, dehydrated onions, dehydrated garlic, and parsley. No tomatoes. No tomatoes. Yeah. Tomatoes. I put tomatoes on crackers and with salt. Interesting. It's very interesting. No, but until I eat normal, I just kind of do it that way. Oh, swamp crackers. You mean put seaweed on crackers and eat those? Yeah. But there's some of that seaweed stuff they sell. That lady that used to own Annie Chun's, yeah, she started a seaweed company in Korea. Yeah, I tried that. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was seaweed snacks. Yeah, I read that she sold her company, Annie Chung's, for like $8 million. She got $8 million for her company. Yeah, $8 million. If she wanted to, she'd just kick the feet up, especially in Korea, where the dollar is very valuable in Korea. Yeah, very valuable, the dollar. Yeah. Oh, you found it? All right. Huh. Okay, Hoyt's Kitchen. All right. Okay. Okay, Hoyt's Kitchen. Oh, there you go. Huh. Okay. Come on. Come on. Takes half the day. Come on. Swan crackers. Okay. Uh, Now it's freezing. Oh, great. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Bakov, how you doing, man? Huh. Yeah, I seen that they make swamp crackers. Yeah. I'm not going to buy any. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to plan on buying any, no, because, yeah, I'll just, once I start feeling better after this thing, I'm going to have to eat solid food again. I'll have to go on a budget and eat budget food for a while until I get out of debt, you know. Yep, until I get out of debt. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my veins are disappearing now. Veins in my head are disappearing. Yeah. Yeah, I gained 10 pounds or um, some kilograms. 10 pounds equals so many kilograms, or, yeah, or so many stone. If it's British weight system, it's stone. Stone in kilograms and pounds. Yeah, we still use the United States system with most things except for vehicle engines and some measurements, you know. Yeah, they tried to, United States one time tried to completely convert to the metric system, but then people started complaining about it, say it was too hard. It's not really hard. Not to me, it isn't. It's easy for me. But I think more people are accepting it now than they used to, because all the other countries in the world, they use the metric system. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah. Oh, this broth is good. Oh man. Yeah, I still got to make my mush. Maybe I'll make it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Oh yeah, I guess still got that daily can of Pacific Food soup to cook, so I might just cook that and slurp it in a straw. Yeah. God, it's a long time till the 27th, I'll tell you. See, let's see, 19 more days. 19 more days until I go to the hospital. What do I put in my mush? Oh, you mean what do I put in my face? I use soap and water to wash my face. Why? Mush. You mean food. Oh, and food. Oh, the food I eat. What I put on it? Well, I just cook it in the crock pot and put some olive oil on it. And then when it's done, I just eat it. You know, I just use olive oil. I don't put spices on it or anything because right now, the way I've been vomiting, I try to avoid the spices right now, you know, because I'm afraid it might upset my system again. I don't vomit nearly as much as I used to. Once in a while I do, but not very often. Yeah, I used to practically all the time, but as time goes by, I'm improving. And once I get it stretched, I'll be able to eat food again normal. I'm sure I'm gonna have to starve myself in that drink for like 12 to 14 hours. That'll be easy. That'll be easy enough. I'll make it so long that they'll be happy. Then they can shove the thing right down. And shove the thing right down in my throat. They can do that, definitely. They can just shove it right down and that'll be it. Oh boy. Yeah. Like I say, it's been a tough year this year. I had plans and my plans went out the window. My plans went out the window. I was looking forward to having fun. Now I have no fun. No fun at all. Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh. I'm not going to answer it. You should know better than to call me during the show. I'm just leaving it on just in. That's all he has to do is just look me up. He doesn't learn. He doesn't learn at all. He doesn't learn. Yeah, he just doesn't learn at all. Yeah. Nope, he just doesn't learn. Yeah, I just turn the light off for a while. Just turn it off. That's what I do, turn it off. See what's going on in the YouTube world. Let's see. Huh. Let's see. Okay. All right. Since there's nobody in the room, I'm going to go. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for the chatting. See you later.